If you're a new HVAC company planning to run Google Ads, watch this video before spending a dime. Google Ads can burn your budget really fast, especially in the HVAC industry, if you're not targeting the right audience with the right setup. In this video, I'll show you exactly what to focus on so you can keep your ad spend low while still attracting high quality phone calls and leads. So let's get started. So guys, if you're an HVAC company or running the ads of a new HVAC company, here in this video I'm going to show you some of the mistakes to avoid and to start getting higher quality clicks and potentially higher quality leads from Google Ads. So this is my manager account, and for the last 30 days we've got 534 clicks and 130 phone calls, and this is a conversion rate. And with HVAC businesses, the conversion rate can be good, but the cost per click can be sometimes way higher, and it can be very expensive, but it can spend your budget really quickly. I'm going to show you one example account which is similar to HVAC industry, and their goal is also to receive as many phone calls as possible and as many form submissions as possible, and you can have an idea how much the cost per click can get. So if you're going to see that account, this is also the last 30 days data, and they've got 48 conversions and 10 phone call leads. If you're going to see the phone calls, they've got 23 phone calls, and the cost per conversion is really high. But because the average CPC is really high, in that industry, the service charge can be really high, and they can easily get more than $1,000 revenue. And if you're going to see the average CPC numbers from here, for example, as you can see, the average CPC can be $43, $12, $31, $52. And here you can see $71 cost per click. Here, $45, $38, $46. The average CPC in this industry is really high. And with the HVAC industry, you can see the same numbers. You can see the cost per click numbers can easily get more than $30. Yes, it can get around $15 as well, but it can easily get more than $30, more than $50, $60. So we're going to talk about which kind of mistakes to avoid and how to start getting high quality phone calls and leads when you start running Google Ads. A quick reminder, do you want me to review your Google Ads account for free? Then you can click the link in the description below and request your custom audit. This isn't a generic audit you can get elsewhere. I'll create it in a video format, about 3 to 5 minutes long, where I quickly go over your Google Ads campaigns. This way, it won't take much of my time, and at the same time, it can be valuable to you. I'll focus on highlighting the most important points or changes you need to make in your Google Ads account. You can either work with me if you want, or you can apply the change on your own without any obligation. So if you're interested, you can apply for a free audit. So the first way would be use maximum cost per click limits. So let's say if you're using maximize clicks or manual CPC, you can use maximum cost per click limits. Let's see an example. So we're going to use Google Ads Keyword Planner. And the planning, we're going to go to Keyword Planner and we're going to click on Discover New Keywords. And our target keyword is, let's say, HVAC services near me. And let's choose our target location as New York City as an example. And you can see the top of page bid low range starts from around $6, $7, and high range can go up to $25 up to $30. And if you're using freeze matches, let's say, these numbers can be up to $25. And sometimes for exact match keywords, the numbers can be even higher. So not to be too high, you can put maximum cost per click limits. So here we can put, let's say, $15 cost per click. But just make sure that those cost per click limits are not limiting the number of traffic you can get per day. So based on this data we're seeing, so let's say we would put $10, $12 cost per click limit, because we should be eligible to participate in the Google Ads auction, and we should be eligible to bid on these terms, because the lowest are, let's say, 4, 9, 7, around $6. And we should be eligible to bid for those keywords if we're going to put our maximum cost per click limit around $10 to $12, so that we're not going to be overspending and we're not going to be bidding too high, like $30, $40, $50. Because if you cannot put limit, it can easily bid really high amounts and your numbers can be random. So you should be really careful when bidding on the HVAC keywords. And the next thing is, you should not be bidding for broad match keywords. So if you're going to choose these keywords, let's say if you're going to choose these 10 keywords, and let's say these are relevant. Let's remove that, for example. And let's say these 8 keywords are relevant to our services. And if you're going to copy them and use them in our keyword research, by default, they're going to be used as broad match. So we cannot use them as broad match. Broad match can attract lots of irrelevant clicks and competitive terms. And even if they click on your ads, even if they call to your business, after they find out that you're a different company, they may just hang up or they may not show any interest because they're looking for a different company. And with broad match, you can find lots of irrelevant clicks that people can search for other companies. And if they search for other companies, your ad may show up with broad match term. So that's why you should be either using phrase and exact match combination or exact match only keywords. So exact match only keywords can be very expensive. You should be careful and you can bid too much. Or if you put some limitations on your bid limit with exact match only keywords, your search volume might be limited. You might not be able to get clicks. You may not be able to spend your budget. But with phrase match and exact match combinations, you can get some clicks, but you should be careful that phrase matches are also not bringing competitive terms and irrelevant terms. And the next thing is relevant to the previous example, you should be using longer version of the keywords. So your keywords should be specific rather than very short keywords. Here in this example, I have immediately chosen very specific keyword. For example, some accounts may choose keywords such as HVAC. So for example, it can be HVAC, AC repair, HVAC repair, HVAC service. These keywords are relevant. They're good keywords, but they can have medium intent. They can be searched by somebody who is looking for your service. At the same time, they can also be searched by somebody who is just getting more information about this industry. Maybe they're not your potential clients. Maybe they are your competitors who is learning more about the industry. So you should not risk your money because you can only get a couple of clicks per day and your budget can be spent really soon. So that's why you should be bidding only on the highest intent keywords. So you should only be choosing the keywords which can have the highest chance to bring in the highest quality keywords, and those high quality keywords can have more chance to get high quality phone calls. So if you're going to choose very few but very targeted service specific keywords, you will increase the chance of getting high quality clicks, and those clicks can turn into high quality phone calls or form submission. So we can choose these kind of keywords such as, for example, AC repair near me. HVAC near me is also not bad. HVAC service near me, HVAC companies near me, air conditioner repair near me, something like that. So these can be searched by somebody who's looking for your services right now. So you can choose these kind of keywords rather than using very short keywords, and they can have a mixed intent. And the next thing is, once you have chosen your target keywords, you can look at their bid limits. For example, you have put their bid limits as, let's say, $10 or $12. And you should be getting, let's say, 10 clicks per day. If you're getting 10 clicks per day, that would be 10 clicks times the cost per click you're bidding. That would be $100 per day on average. That's how you should calculate your daily budget. You cannot just put a random number as your daily budget. You cannot put $10 per day as your daily budget. You may not even get a single click with that daily budget. You can put your daily budget by looking at the average cost per click limits, and those limits can be multiplied by the number of clicks you want to receive per day, and you can calculate your realistic daily budget with that way. So avoid using, let's say, $5 or $10 daily budgets. You should be using realistic daily budgets, let's say $50 daily budget, $100 daily budget, depending on the number of clicks you want to receive. And with that way, you can give more chance to get more clicks, and you can estimate how many number of clicks you can get per day, and you can know how much you need to spend to get those number of clicks. And the next thing is, once you have started your campaigns or you are planning to start your campaigns, you should add negative keywords beforehand or after you've launched your Google Ads campaigns. So here with Google Ads Keyword Planner, let's say we have 975 keyword ideas available. You can go through all of these keywords and find irrelevant services or keywords which may not be relevant to your businesses. You can go through them one by one. This is one of the best options if you are using Google Ads Keyword Planner. So for example, here, these may not be your target keyword because, for example, these can be a brand name or competitor name somebody else is looking for when searching on Google. So if they are searching on Google by typing these terms and your ad shows up, and by mistake they think you are that company and click on your ad and call to your business, that means you have received a very low quality click. That's why to avoid those kind of clicks, you can find those kind of company names or irrelevant service names by going through this keyword planner. So if you're going to go through them, you can find lots of other negative keyword ideas. For example, another one could be Ferguson HVAC, for example. You can go through them and find more and more keyword ideas from here. That would be one way. And another way would be you can open Google Maps and find HVAC companies nearby and find their company names and add them as negative keywords. So that would be another best way to add lots of negative keywords to block irrelevant ad spend from happening in the future. And another way of adding negative keywords would be once you've started generating some data, once you've launched your Google Ads campaigns, when you are analyzing your Google Ads campaigns, you can go to Insights and Reports and you can go to Search Terms. There you can see which search terms led to a certain click or led to a certain impression. And based on those list of search terms, you can find relevant and irrelevant terms, and you can identify the irrelevant terms and add them as your negative keyword. So adding negative keywords is one of the most important things you can do to increase the quality of the clicks you're getting in the HVAC industry, because the cost per click, as I told, can be very expensive, and you should be very careful before you launch your campaigns, and you should regularly optimize your campaigns after you launched your campaigns as well. Another thing would be you should set up conversion tracking. So you should set up conversion tracking to track your phone calls and to track your form submissions. So let me show you an example, and we're going to go to goals under conversions. We're going to go to summary. You should track your conversions, and those conversion actions should be active. So for example, we're running ads for 3 locations, let's say, and these are the form submission conversion actions. And if you're going to scroll down, and these are conversion actions for call extensions, so people can call directly from the ads. And if you're going to scroll down, these are phone call related conversion actions happening from the website. So you can have different types of conversion actions, and you need to set up them before you launch your campaign, because otherwise you wouldn't know which keywords are bringing phone calls or form submission, or you wouldn't know whether your Google Ads campaigns are working or not, whether they are bringing phone calls or not. To know them, install your conversion tracking, and you can look at these data and you can say, yes, for the last 30 days we've got these numbers and our campaigns are working. Otherwise, if you see 0 here, you don't know whether the campaigns are working and which campaigns you need to allocate more budget and which keywords you need to pause or which keywords you need to give more chance, or you need to be adding similar keywords to receive more and more conversions in the future. You don't know that. That's why before launching your Google Ads campaigns, you should set up your conversion actions. And the next thing is you should run your ads during only business hours. So let's say you're running your ads 24/7 without ad scheduling. So you should be running your ads with ad schedule, or you should be showing your phone number at certain hours of the day. So for example, if you go to one of our example campaigns, scroll down. So let's say if you're going to see its ad schedule, and if you're going to go to its ad schedule, and if you're going to scroll down, as you can see, these are the times we're running our ads: Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. So your ads can show at these times, but your call button can show at different times as well. So let's say if you're going to go to assets, and after that, you're going to click on call. And if you're going to see all campaigns, these are the call extensions we are using as an account level. And if you're going to click on this pencil icon, I'm going to show you they have their own ad schedule as well. So we had our campaigns ad schedule, which was from Monday to Friday and 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Also, our call extension have its own ad schedule. So maybe you want to receive phone calls at certain hours. Maybe in the mornings only you want to receive phone calls until, let's say, 11 a.m., 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. You want to show your phone numbers here like this. But the rest of the times you don't want to receive phone calls. Maybe you are working and you don't have time to answer the phone calls. And the rest of the times you want to receive form submissions, let's say. You can do that as well. So you can save that and show your call extensions only at certain hours of the day and show your ads, let's say, full day. And the remaining times when you're not showing your phone call button like this, the people can go to your website and submit a form. So that's an option. And the last thing in our list, you can create a custom landing page. And this can be one of the most crucial thing to pay attention to. For example, I'm going to show you an example landing page. So this is a landing page in a different industry, but the concept is exactly the same. So they have their main headline as H1 headline. They have a little bit of description and call to action. This is a very basic but really good landing page. So you can have hundreds of landing page design ideas you can use. But the goal is your headlines should be very relevant to your target keywords. And people can find relevancy with your target keywords and your headlines. So with my own clients, I create a specific dedicated landing page funnel that can have more trust factors that we can work on to make the landing page relevant to the target keywords. And if the people scroll down the landing page, they should get more and more convinced if they stay on our landing page longer and longer. So with our own clients, we're creating a separate landing page funnels. So you can do that on your own if you want. And as I told, there can be hundreds of landing page design ideas, but the goal is to increase the conversion rate again once they land on your landing page. So you can have high quality campaigns, ads, and keywords that can help you to increase your conversion rate. At the same time, once they land on your landing page, again, your landing page should have the same focus to increase the conversion rate, to have the highest relevancy as possible, to convert the clicks into high quality phone calls or form submission. So that's what you can focus on if you are a new HVAC business and want to run Google Ads. So guys, if you want my help to generate phone calls and form submissions to your HVAC business using Google Ads, you can contact me by clicking the link in the description below, and we can see if we can work together. Otherwise, thank you guys for watching this video, and see you guys in my other videos.